Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. Today we're talking about the K2 Reckoner 112. Super fun ski. I feel like when you get up in the 112 waist width range, we're pretty squarely in the powder ski world. You know, even beyond like the free ride designation, this is really a powder ski in my opinion. What's unique about it is it's a powder freeride ski with quite a bit of freestyle influence. So K2 has directional skis like the Mindbender 116 would be pretty comparable to this ski. That has a more directional shape, while this is more of a, not quite symmetrical, but a more balanced ski in terms of the amount of tip and tail rocker. So if you want a wide powder ski, but one that's also a true twin tip shape, something that you could ski switch, something that you could land switch and powder on, you know, take off switch on backcountry jumps, do like big switch fives into deep powder, stuff like that. That's really what this ski is all about. You don't have to be the type of skier that's going to hit jumps and kind of that side of the spectrum, but I do think that's a good way to think about it. Now, construction-wise, there's some cool stuff going on inside this ski. There's a fir and aspen wood core, pretty simple wood core construction there. And then we have two different applications of carbon. So we have carbon spectral braid, which is like a cross-hatching grid of carbon. And the weave or that grid changes throughout the ski. So it's a longer kind of stretched out grid in the tips and tails, and then right underfoot it's tighter. So they run more horizontally across the ski, where in the tips and tails they run more longitudinal or more vertically up and down the ski. So what that's doing is it's actually, the design is to take away torsional stiffness from the tips and tails in comparison to underfoot. So underfoot, the ski is very strong torsionally. It'll hold an edge, it'll feel responsive and pretty grippy right here. And then in the tips and tails, with that carbon, the longer spectral braid, it's gonna feel a little bit looser, and that's also enhanced by the shape, which we'll look at in a second. We also have carbon boost braid in this ski. That's something that K2 has used for a long time in a lot of their skis. And that's a more traditional application, just longitudinal strips of carbon. That gives it some spring and some energy, where the carbon spectral braid is more kind of controlling that torsional stiffness and how the ski is manipulating in different turn shapes and stuff like that. So pretty cool. Before we look at shape, I think it's worth noting the weight of these skis. This is a 177, 112 underfoot. Still just under 1,900 grams, so pretty darn light for a ski this big. And then I mentioned that tip and tail rocker. The rocker profile in this ski is, I feel like significant would be an understatement. There is some serious long rocker in this ski, both in the tip and tail. You know, if it was more of a directional ski, you wouldn't see that much tail rocker. We do get camber underfoot. You know, there's not a tremendous amount of it, but what's there does have a nice kind of snappy, energetic feel. And then flex pattern of this ski overall is pretty darn soft. You know, all the Reckoner skis are pretty soft flexing in the longitudinal aspect. So super fun ski. Who should choose this? You should be a pretty darn playful skier. You know, somebody who, at least you're a fan of kind of new school style, freestyle skiing, nose butter 360s, you know, tail butters, stuff like that, slash turns. The edge release in this ski is incredible with that long rocker and kind of some subtle early taper as well to its finish. So it's super easy to throw side to side. And I think it's important to have that mentality. Like I said, you don't have to be like actively doing switch fives in the backcountry to like justify this ski, but I think it's important to have that mentality and that outlook on the mountain and how you want to ski. Something that I think is important about this ski, or at least something that I've found in skiing it. I actually own a pair of these myself. They do ski a little short. So because it's got such long tip and tail rocker, because it's on the lighter side, at least if you feel like you're stuck in between sizes, my recommendation would be to move up to the longer length. So say you were right in between the 177 and I believe the next length is a 184. If you normally ski a 180, I would go up to 184 in this ski because it does ski pretty short, but super fun, a ton of float, just really fun to ski as a powder ski. I use mine kind of as like a playful East Coast powder ski. If we get a big dump of snow and I just want to kind of be wiggly and playful and maybe go ski some like lower angle trees in a very playful way, you know, pop off anything I can, find natural hits, stuff like that. Maybe do a little little mini 180 into some powder on the side of the trail. That's how I use mine. I could see somebody out west choosing it too. It's not really a big mountain ski, you know, that's something to remember. If you want more stiffness and stability, you could go Mindbender if you're really looking to charge. This is going to feel more playful. So a Western skier choosing it should at least lean more to that more playful side. And you want more of a true powder ski rather than like a big mountain freeride ski. So that's it. That's the Reckoner 112 from K2. Super fun. They do have the Reckoner 122 as well. So if this isn't wide enough for you, you can go even wider. We've got a video on that ski too if you want to check that out. And let us know if you have any questions about this guy, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.